We're on top.
Hey, welcome to the show. The tea is officially served and you have made it right on time. This is Let's Talk, your favorite show here on your favorite channel, Ebru TV. And today we are spilling all the tea. Rue Baby, Diamond's mom, DJ Mo, so much to talk about. And we have the lovely Maxine Wabosha here later on. So you want to make sure you stick to that. And also make sure you stick to the hashtag Ebru Let's Talk and the SMS line 40920. We are here to entertain you. My name is Lydia KM.
My name is Dana DeGrazia.
And my name is Naomi Womboy. And yes, I got my voice back, everyone.
It's beautiful. So exciting. We're absolutely happy to have you and your voice here.
Yes.
Hopefully we don't bring, y'all, if you watched the episode yesterday, it was a good episode. But like Naomi's voice left, my voice left, Lydia's voice left. Honestly, clearly our voices wanted to head into the weekend before we even got there, okay? But thankfully it came back for work because that voice has 2 more days to go. But now it's, as Lydia said, we have some crazy heated topics for you and we want to know what you have to say on the hashtag Ebru Let's Talk and our text tone 40920, which thankfully everything's back up working. So without further ado, it's time for Hot Talk.
We're on top. Hey, ladies, we're on top. Hey, we're on top.
I mean, in 2019, if you are not obsessed with social media, you are the weird one.
Yeah.
You know? But, I mean, it's so many studies are showing now that social media is becoming unhealthy. It's even becoming addictive. And we want to know what level of that addict rector scale you are on. How long do you think you could go without social media? We are referring to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or Snapchat. Cold turkey, nothing, none of them. Like deciding today you're not gonna have any of them. How long do you think you could withstand? As you know, girls, I am having a social media
She's on a
detox.
cleanse.
Yes.
I am going 30 days. That's the full. Is it 31 days? 31
Yeah.
days.
A full
July, the whole of July, I will not be on social media, and I think it came to. Social media is fantastic when you're in a good place. But when you find yourself not in a good place, it can be unhealthy. So instead of, you know, just kind of having a negative relationship with it, I'm just going to go cold turkey. I have so much to focus on in this next month. So I am doing it. No social media.
Absolutely.
That is our question of the day, guys. So make sure you stay on the hashtag Ebru Let's Talk. How long can you go without social media? Be honest.
And not like that meme where it's like, oh, if we paid you $2 million. I mean,
No, for
doing
free.
what Lydia is doing
For yourself.
The cleanse.
Yes,
How
for
long
a
did you
cleanse. How long do you think you could go? Now, speaking of social media, when you say something that people are not happy about, in this Kenya,
Yes.
they will drag you. They will come out from underneath
We take
their
joy.
tables to come and attack you. Now, Rue Baby, who is Akode's daughter, has been the latest person to be attacked on social media because of a comment which she made and rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Essentially, she was asking about who people would think she's best suited with, and someone suggested Otile Brown, to which she said, no, I don't do light skins. Referring that, you know, she likes darker skinned men. Now, we know this back and forth with dark skin and light skin, and when a guy says that, he's also attacked. So when a woman says that, she's also going to be attacked. Do we have any receipts? I'm not sure. But essentially, people are dragging her because they thought it was disrespectful. It was stereotypical, and in 2019, that's really not the narrative we're trying to put out there. You see? So this is what she said. She said, when someone suggested Otile Brown, she said, I don't do light skins, plus nitapigwa na mwenyewe na sina hizo uwezo. And people were not happy about it. What do you guys think?
So, please don't attack me like you did her. I am also, and this is sort of like a once bitten, twice shy kind of thing. I'm not super into light skins. Number one, my babies will be cuter with my dark husband. But also there's more receipts before I go too in. Please don't tweet at me yet.
Yeah, so basically when she responded, somebody said, you don't do light skin, question marks. Wow, this is so disrespectful and stereotypical. Does that mean we are the... I can't see that.
We are disabled or something.
We are disabled or something,
Yeah.
SMH. The statement just turned me the F down. And to think I actually thought you were some sort of inspo, to which Rue Baby replied, don't get me twisted, Oga Boss. We all have our preferences. Just because I love black coffee doesn't mean white is poison. Enjoy your life. Stop being too serious.
See, that's sort of the thing for me is like, it's not that I've never dated and I'm absolutely against white skins, you know, or light skins, oh my God. It's just the people that I find myself flirting with are darker. Like the people who I look and I'm like, wow, I find you super attractive. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, yeah, men get attacked like, oh my God, you only go for light-skinned women. But also it's like, the same thing happens when someone says, I like skinnier women, I like bigger women, if you like fatter women, I like, women who have natural hair, I like women with weaves.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like, there's sort of no way to win. I feel like, again, because she is a public figure, she could have said it differently, but also she has a good point in the sense that she never said that light skins are disgusting.
Yeah,
she just
that
said
is
she
true.
doesn't find Otile Brown attractive.
I disagree with you so much because this when the light skin dark skin thing has racial connotations and it has a lot of dark history behind it. So when the light skin dark skin, that's why the battle is so big, because when people say me, I like voluptuous ladies, all right, that's fine, that's what you like. People let things go with the smaller things, but this one that is a little bit sensitive, and we know about how people are very sensitive about that topic. People don't take it that it's just a preference.
Can I ask you something? I just want to ask, because the thing is, though, my understanding, and I could be wrong, is more so when people don't want to date dark skins. My understanding is the argument is the exact opposite of what she's saying.
No, but with men. When
I
it
feel
comes,
like it's for women also don't like dark men.
When men say they like light-skinned women, that's the fight.
Yeah,
That's always the fight.
So when she, as a dark woman, says she also likes dark men, I don't understand what the fight is.
See, that's it. Because there's history behind that. It's not just a preference thing. It's like an answered rule. The reason why that came to be is because there's this preferential treatment to white women as opposed to dark women, as opposed to black women. So when you bring it down between the race itself, it becomes a light skin versus dark skin issue.
Okay.
Do you get my point?
And
it's deeper than that. Even when you say it, it's like, I don't think you understand. Like, it's deeper than, oh, what do you like? What do you prefer with dating?
I don't necessarily think I will ever understand that either.
No, you
but
won't.
at the end of the day, I feel like people got to acknowledge, okay, who do you walk up to in a bar? Who do you get attracted to? Because the thing is, like, I don't understand the dynamics on, like, between black and black communities, but if I'm focusing on who do I flirt with, I tend to flirt with darker men.
Okay, can Naomi chime in just
Go
a
ahead,
little bit?
Can.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think from like previous shows, all of you know, I like them tall, dark, and handsome.
Facts.
Like, yes, tall, dark, and handsome. Hey, I'm still single. But at the end of the day, it's not that I'm not gonna give a light-skinned person a chance.
Right.
I might give them a chance. I'm not gonna just, oh no, because you're light-skinned, no, I can't date you, I can't talk to you. No, that's racial profiling when it comes to that. But I get where you're coming from when, like, from history. Like, it's like our black Kenyan men have gravitated to the lighter white-skinned women. Yes, but now when this young woman comes out and she's dark-skinned, now she wants her men to be dark. Like, what is the problem?
Let me tell you
like,
this,
it's a male versus female issue.
Funny enough, I don't
of.
think that. If she said, I like tall, dark, and handsome men, that would not have been an argument.
Yeah, true.
The same way, when you speak of your preference from the place of what I prefer,
Versus
most
what you
people don't
don't.
have an issue. But when you speak of it from what you don't like, people automatically feel like you're discriminating against a particular group. For example, we always say this about women. If you have to put another woman down to compliment me, I don't want the compliment.
Of course.
So it's that same thing.
But she
if
also,
you say you are beautiful, thank you very much.
Yes,
but if you say you are more beautiful than this woman, you've just made someone else look bad for me to look good. Then people feel like they want to protect the group that has been attacked.
But I think she kind of set herself up online by asking someone to recommend a man for me. Like, who should I be with? She kind of set herself up with netizens and KOTs. They're gonna go in. And then once you say, oh no, I don't like light skins. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be in the news.
So really, sort of at the end of the day, it's not necessarily people have an issue with people's preferences because, I mean, it's 2019.
Everyone has a
we got to
preference.
acknowledge you have it. It's really this idea of the language of coming from the negative. Because if she had come from this place of like, you know what, I love dark men, same girl.
Nobody would have said anything.
It honestly, she would have been able to skate by kind of thing. And you know, it is a point of like, even if she had said, oh, you know, I hate dark skin and love light skin, if it was the opposite way, it would have been received the same way.
It would have.
So unfortunately, I think that, you know, this young lady just sort of has to understand the dynamics of communication.
Dynamics of communication, and also if we are fighting that, you know, darker skinned women are being discriminated against, you as a dark skinned woman are also going to be held accountable when you are saying things that seem like they're discriminating against lighter skin. That's just how it's going to go. You know what I mean? And I would love for us to be all held accountable, because guess what? That speech goes deeper. So that's another generation that's going to have that mentality, and another one and another one. So people are being held accountable so that we stop this putting out negativity about particular groups. Light skin, dark skin, tall, whatever else it is that you feel like.
I feel like people are people. Like at the end of the day, you'll be surprised who your partner is going to be. Like I did date a light-skinned one, ended kind of weirdly, but you know, I dated him for like 3 years, and it was great for the time being, but it ended
3 years is a long time.
3 years is a long time, but you'll find yourself like, don't judge a book by its cover.
Can I tell you this? I like only the last 2 people I've been with have
been dark.
No, that's not true. I've mixed and matched so much that if you put everyone who I've ever been with, you'd be like, who are you, Lydia? It doesn't make any sense. From like straight mixed race to the darkest that's ever been seen. Like
I ain't got no type.
Hey.
You know, that's what it really is, you know?
That is the only thing that I like.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. At the end of the day, it's like who you find yourself attracted to does end up going much further than physical.
100%.
Yeah, because I've been hit on by dark men, and I've been absolutely turned off by their attitude or something like that, you know? And, you know, but at the end of the day, her being a public figure, she has to understand the dynamics of the country that she's from, you know? Because people, unfortunately, KOT will go in on you for anything. And she also, she carries the namesake of her mama. You know, we ain't going to let her live that down so easily, right? But she is a gorgeous girl, and as she grows, she will learn how to carry herself in a different way. If she so chooses. Again, we know who her mama is. But the hashtag is Ebru Let's Talk, and the text tone is 40920. Let us know what you think. Not putting anybody down. Please don't tweet us any negativity if you don't like light, you don't like dark. But shoot, it's Thursday. Let us know what you do like, right? But you guys, speaking of somebody's mama, I'm going to tread real lightly here, right? So speaking of somebody's mama, Diamond's mom recently has been in the media a lot lately because it was alleged that her much younger fiance, but now has been confirmed as husband, Raleigh is how you say his name, was cheating on her. And it went so far as to say that he impregnated a much younger woman who is identified to be only the name Sharifa, I believe. So since those allegations have surfaced and they've gone on and on, it's now been confirmed on his part because he posted a photo of their actual marriage certificate. So now obviously they're trying to like shoo the hatred under the rug. Nobody wants to acknowledge it. She has been caught like ranting about cheating and things of that nature. But now it's officially confirmed that those allegations happened while they were married, and they are still married now. So I think he kind of posted this to like put the hate to rest. He was just trying to get people to like be quiet about that. You know, it's like, you know, whatever happened, happened. We married now anyways kind of thing. He does try and make a point saying like, you know, I waited a while to be married. She's the only woman I married, and I'm happy here, and I don't want to, you know, do it over again kind of thing. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't really know him or her.
I'm not taking painkillers for other people's headaches anymore.
Honestly.
You know how this is it. The accusations we know, she probably knows much more deeper about them. And she wants to be with him, and they want to be together, happy and married.
And I personally feel like because they're in the limelight, of course, things are going to come up. Things are going to come up and be, like you said, come up from the stones, come up out of nowhere. Like, people are always going to talk because you're in the limelight. But he went on to say that they are happily married, and this is the only woman I want to be with. And hopefully he acts accordingly. But
the ins and out, honestly, of like a relationship and of marriage is like completely up to you. And I get it. Like, for example, my boundary as far as a relationship, one of them, it's not the only one, one of them is infidelity. And it's infidelity not because that act is the biggest thing. actually, if we look at it factually, infidelity is just someone going back on their word. That's actually all that happened. The act itself is not a heinous act because you guys do it together. You get? So it's not, the act itself is not heinous. For me personally, it's the trust issue that comes after the fact. And I choose to make that boundary because of who I'll become when I don't trust you. We wouldn't, like, it would just be, it's pointless because of, you know, the, oh my God, where is he? When
How
he
is
said
it going to affect you?
it's going to affect me so much that in the end, I'm not even going to be the person who you want to be with. That's why I'm making it as a boundary. But this universal, if he's cheated on you, you've got to leave, is unnecessary pressure. It's up to you how you handle your marriage, how you handle your relationship, and it's only you know how far you can be taken. And the consequences of forgiving are only yours. So people, if they want to be together even after he cheats with 100 women, that's up to her.
No, exactly. And those were just allegations. So we will never know the true truth. We will never know the truth. And I know, like, family members who are in a marriage and the other one has cheated and they've stuck by each other. Because that's the bond they have with each other.
That's what they decided
that's what they
to do.
decided to do. Like, regardless of if they have children, regardless if they have this, regardless if they have that, but if they have a happy marriage, let them have a happy marriage.
Whatever happy is for them.
Absolutely. And you know what, because it was surfaced that there was like this allegation said his phone was stolen and maybe that person was texting kind of thing. And then it, you know, sort of snowballed. But at the end of the day, like, they're already married. I mean, it's like a tattoo. It's like, short of going through a heck of a lot of issues to get it removed, you're just going to have to work through it. Like, cover it up, make it more beautiful, and walk with it because what's done is done.
Exactly. And I mean, speaking of marriages, like, you know, people, when they get married, they get wedding rings. They get wedding rings as a symbol of love. Like, it dates back to, like, old Roman Empire times. Like, you would get an iron ring, like, and that signifies that you are taken. Like, you're taken, I'm taken. And sometimes there are some people who take off their ring for certain reasons. It could be like my brother takes off his ring when he works out. Like, it could be when they're working out, when they're doing sports, like when they're doing something, or when you wanna step out on your wife. You know, you never know. You want to cheat in peace, so you never know. But like DJ Mo has come up in the media about not wearing his ring, and his reaction was that it reacts with his skin, and that he feels like, okay, go ahead, Dana, read it.
So, because a wedding ring doesn't really mean anything, it is a symbol of someone is married. I wear it when I am going on shows. The rings react with me. I don't believe a person wearing a ring means that they are faithful or it shows that love is in their heart, said the Crossover 101 DJ.
So basically, he takes off his ring. But I mean, my biggest thing is when you're getting married, you guys both go and you look for rings together. Like, you're gonna know if the ring reacts with your skin or if it doesn't. So what kind of truth are you telling?
Let me tell you this. Number one, people cheat with their ring on.
With their ring
all the time.
They would cheat with your sibling with the ring on, right? The meaning of that ring is up to the person and how they're acting. Honestly, it is. So it's the same way, like, you know, when you set boundaries for someone, it's really how much they respect them that really matters. So if DJ Mo feels like it's not that big of a deal if I remove my ring, like, what does it matter? As long as my character is showing up as married and as faithful, who cares? And I'm all for that. Jewelry is something which, especially on my rings, it's really difficult for me to keep with it for so long. I've always thought about that, like, what am I going to do to have something symbolic on my finger, because I can't do rings all the time. They bug me.
I mean, so I love rings.
You're clearly a ring
I love
person.
rings, but no, I'm not married. I'm married to Jesus, but if you out there, holla at me. But yes, Dana.
The thing, okay, so a couple things. Number one, as far as I know, I've never heard of anyone being allergic to precious metals.
Me neither.
Like silver, golds, platinums. I've never heard of anyone being. Now, I do have a friend who is allergic to metal to the point where, like, there was the time where she fell asleep and someone left a penny on her hand and she still has the scar from that.
Wow.
So, like, there are people who get that allergic. Now, the thing about taking off your ring, let me tell you, you've even called me out on TV when I wasn't wearing my ring. And it's not a big deal because I and many
know
other
who you
married
are.
people do not wear it all the time. I know people who, like, if their ring is, one day mine will be that big. You know, if it's super big, they don't sleep in it. Obviously, I'm not going to work out in my ring. That seems ridiculous to me. Some people take it off when they're doing, like, household chores. So the idea that he takes it off a lot isn't really what bothers me. What I feel would bother me is that if your ring is reacting to your skin, why is it that you and your wife haven't found a solution that works for you?
Yeah.
Because the thing is we don't know how she's feeling. She could be totally fine with this.
Yeah.
Or she's like, listen, I think I'm more comfortable with you walking around with the symbol. Can we figure out a way to make it so you have, like, a precious metal that's not, or we get you a ring made out of stone? Like, there's so many different ways to work around it. My curiosity is, like, why hasn't he worked around it?
Yeah, and but as you said, again, taking painkillers for other people's headaches. He has a whole wife at home. Size 8 maybe doesn't care. She doesn't care, and if she did care, maybe something would have happened. And if she cares and he hasn't done anything, there goes the problem. Not even him wearing the ring. You know what I mean?
It comes down,
For
it
me,
comes
it's
down to trust.
It's up to
Exactly.
you
Down to
guys. It's
trust.
completely up to you guys, the kind
down
of
to
trust you have with each other, the kind of language you want to speak. And I love seeing people who are just comfortable with each other, living their life the way they want to, whether or not the rules are being followed as they should be. You know, I know for sure that's going to be a thing for me. Because rings just, they bug my fingers. I don't get it. Yeah, they do.
Some people are just, and you know, even like, he'll hate that I say this, but I think I've said it before already. In the first month of our marriage, he lost his ring.
You said.
Like
Oh,
the
yeah,
first.
you have.
So the
But
thing
that's
is,
an accident.
It was an accident. He made a silly choice, and you know the funny thing is, he and all of his friends were expecting me to, like, rain hellfire on him. But I was like,
No, it's
listen,
an accident.
yeah, I was like, not only is it an accident, but it's like you didn't lose our marriage.
Did he get a new one?
Yeah, he got a new one.
Okay,
He got a
exactly.
new one in, like, the next few days. He was like,
Yeah.
and he got it on a better size, and it was just, like, worked out better for him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so the thing is, it's like, it really is how much you value the ring and
It's
what
true.
what is she comfortable with.
I
Yes,
mean, me personally, like, my husband, he better be wearing that ring all the
24/7.
time.
Yeah.
All the time. I mean, he could take it off when he works out, but when he's going out and he's on shows, he better wear that ring because it's a symbol of our love, and people better know he's taken.
And I get that.
They're going to know he's taken.
I get that, sweetie. But
Like-
let me tell you this, yeah. If he doesn't act taken, forget the ring.
No, exactly. True.
Forget the ring. If he
True.
doesn't act taken and he
True.
doesn't want to
Yeah.
communicate himself as a taken man, put a ring.
This is
put
not-
a watch.
This is not a
necklace. It
physical
doesn't
inhibition.
matter.
This is not a physical inhibition.
100%. But there's a song, an old country song. I don't know if I should sing it. Should I sing it?
Yeah, sing
Yeah.
it.
Go ahead.
It says, does my ring hurt your finger
Oh.
when you go out at night? So it's basically his wife is having an affair,
That means a
and he's
lot.
just finding ways around kind of telling her, like, what's wrong with this ring.
Yeah.
And sometimes people do remove their ring when they know they're going to be out there
Yes.
doing crazy things. So I get why people are a bit conscious about it, but as we said, to each their own. What do you guys think? Is this a big deal, or is it like whatever, you don't have to wear your ring?
Yeah.
The hashtag is Ebru Let's Talk, and the SMS line is 40920. Please hit us up. Now, speaking of hitting us up, yesterday we had some feedback,
Yes.
but unfortunately, because Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp had gone down, we could not even read them. Now, Facebook has about 2.3 billion everyday users, and Instagram has 1 billion. So when those two apps shut down, literally the world does shut down.
Yeah,
So
it does.
there was issues downloading images. There were issues with DMs, and a lot of people, like even us here, everyone switched off their
We
phone like 4
suffered.
times
Yeah.
because we thought it was us. And it's so crazy to me that these apps really do shut the world down.
Like
Honestly.
it's ridiculous how, like, people rely on this phone. People rely
Why are you
on
saying
it
people?
so
You're
much.
people.
Shoot, I am people. Like I
not
have to
the
go.
only people.
Sometimes I have to go on Instagram just to see, you know, be nosy, see who my boo likes, my boo that doesn't know he's my boo. But, you know, I have to stalk him sometimes. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
crazy.
please read us some of the feedback.
Yes, of course. Like this number ending in 299. Remember our question of the day yesterday was
What is the pestiest reason you've dumped or been dumped?
yes. What is the pettiest reason you dumped or been dumped? Scratch the hair. I just want to know the music is playing in her background. Okay.
Yes, that was about Annalisa.
The next one, ending in 138. I think I was on rebound after 1 year. I thought I didn't like the way he chewed his food. I dumped him.
Ouch, girl.
Oh my gosh.
Ew.
The last one is ending in 463. Hi, pretties. I dumped him because he was short and fat.
Wait, but here's the thing, yeah. Okay, the short and fat.
I
You didn't know that?
Right.
Wasn't he short and fat when you started out?
Beginning? Yeah.
Okay, but maybe he wasn't. Maybe he gained that freshman 15
Yep.
and I don't know, shrunk. Like, you know, like the thing is you know somebody's height when you start
maybe
dating.
she was willing to compromise on the height, but then she drew the line.
Yes,
at
right,
fat.
when he got
Short and fat, I cannot hear people.
And listen, thank you so much for all the feedback. And yes, that social media being down definitely had people at a standstill.
Yes.
And don't forget that is attached to our question of the day. How long would you go without social media? Because I know when WhatsApp wasn't working for those 2 hours, I was like, oh my God, what's going on?
Yeah.
So how long would you guys go without social media?
Honestly, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't go, not a day.
I don't think so. I
Oh,
don't think I would.
come on.
And it's not
Yeah,
even.
you would go a day.
It's
You
not,
could
but
go a
the
day.
thing is, I can go like a day. When I was like in Zambia for the while, I didn't really go on social media, like, and that was at least a month. I think the thing is for me though is I'm very careful as to like who I follow because I don't want like, oh, she's prettier than me and like the negativity on my feedback. So my social media, at least for me, is very clean. You know, I don't necessarily follow anything that's going to make me feel bad.
But here's the thing, yeah, you don't feel bad because that person is prettier. You feel bad because you feel bad.
Yeah.
So it's that way around. And the way that's
want
what
a
I've realized.
trigger.
It like social media is like a big mirror towards you. Like, ooh, are you in a good place?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen,
How
listen.
long would you go?
Me, like if you were to ask me last year, I could not go a day. Like, but this year, you know, like I've gone like a month
Well
without
done.
it. I know, well done for
Yay,
me.
so I
but
can do it too.
you know, our hashtag is Ebru Let's Talk. The SMS is 40920, and the question of the day is still: how long could you go without social media? We're gonna go on a short break, and then we have a great guest here. Can't wait for y'all to meet her. We'll be back.
We're on top. Hey, ladies, we're on top. Hey, we're on. Hey. We're on top. Hey, ladies, we're on top. Hey, we're on. Hey.
We hope you have topped up your tea or your juices as we are having, because guess what, guys? We have got an amazing guest here. But as we talk, don't forget the hashtag is Ebru Let's Talk and the SMS sign is 40920. And the beautiful lady who I'm about to introduce, she is definitely one of the rising stars, especially for content creation here in Kenya. And she is bossing it up only in the tender age of 23. And she's also an engineering student at University of Nairobi, and an amazing makeup artist. Let's hear from her. It's none other than Maxine Wabosha.
Hey, thank you.
You are adorable.
Thank you. You are way shorter and smaller than I expected you to be. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautiful. And I think what most people, everyone we say anything about you too, it's she's so sweet. She's so nice. That's what people think of you.
Thank
now,
you.
I don't know how we came to talk about you this much. And as far as what you're doing, you are killing it. You are in billboards all over Nairobi at the moment. You're doing fantastic as a social media influencer, as a makeup artist. How did it all begin for you?
Randomly, incredibly. it was not planned. I didn't one day start a YouTube channel and then think it would get this far. It actually just started as a hobby, something I enjoyed doing, and then it turned out to something that might actually end up being a career after uni for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when exactly did you start vlogging?
My first video was 2016, around September.
So recently,
Yeah.
really in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things. What did your what were your sort of original videos about?
Makeup.
Yeah.
Makeup, because I had just finished training as a makeup artist. I had just gotten certified. Then I started putting out tutorials. So my first video was an eyebrow tutorial, and that's where it started.
And speaking of makeup, like I see you're a makeup artist, but in one of your vlogs I was watching and you're like 21 questions, you said you don't like wearing makeup every day.
Yeah. It
You
takes a
don't
lot
need
of time.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you,
Yeah.
but the main reason is because I'm very lazy and eyebrows take time.
Yes.
They do.
So in the morning, I'd prefer to sleep for those extra 3 minutes and then spend them on makeup. So that's the main reason.
Like you say 3 minutes as if only 3 minutes.
I know. In 2019, I mean, vloggers are making money.
Yeah.
And it's something which is people, you know, when someone says they are vloggers, it's like, oh yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah.
But it's true, like this is turning into a real life career. What about vlogging is like the best part? What about it?
I guess being able to go back and look at things I did in the past.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the other day I was just talking to people on my Insta story and I was saying, wow, you know, you see where you were a couple of years ago
Yeah.
versus now. So you actually have proof, you know, of your growth, of everything, and also you have moments captured. Because I really enjoy traveling, and even the very first travel vlog I did was a family trip we did to Dubai. And that video is not even public because it was so bad. I was so shy, I couldn't even like talk. So it was like a 7-minute silent video of me walking around with my camera. So it was terrible. So you see, I'm able to look at that versus now being able to walk around in public and speak and not care that people are staring. So yeah.
I think we get sort of the same way we look back on our sort of original
First
shows,
shows.
first photo shoots. But now, you know how people will say, you know, wear what fashion designers wear? What do you as a vlogger watch? What other vloggers do you like watching? Or what content?
I watch a lot of YouTube. Like, a lot of the content that I consume is directly from YouTube, and I watch a lot of travel, a lot of hair, a lot of makeup, a lot of Kenyan content. I think if there is a Kenyan vlogger out there, I am probably subscribed and I watch your videos. So yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube.
So I mean, like you being a vlogger, you have to put your life out there. Like, what is one of the worst parts of vlogging, like that you would say? What's the worst part?
I think when you watch someone on the internet, then you start to feel like you know this person and that they're your best friend. And so people start to feel entitled to know certain aspects about your life. So when you start keeping certain things private, then people have questions and then they have the excuse for what did you expect? You know, once you've put yourself out there, you don't expect us to not wonder, but you're like, no, you know what I want you to know, not everything.
Yes, you feel like I feel like the public figure, once you put public in front of someone, you automatically is like, you belong to us.
Yeah.
You're
So
public.
I totally get that. And you're so young, that must be so stressful.
A bit, yeah.
Having to, you know, when you're young, you first of all, you don't know everything that you're supposed to know. You're still trying to figure it yourself.
figure it out, yeah.
But people want you to give answers, solid ground answers.
Yeah.
But so far, I guess you're doing amazing.
Thank you.
Now, back to the money. I mean, how does it go to, I've got my phone and I'm, you know, just doing a camera, whatever, and then I'm doing one of the biggest billboards campaign. How did it translate?
Actually, to debunk the whole money thing, I think a lot of people hear YouTuber and they think money, and it's honestly not directly correlated.
Yeah.
There are people who have a lot of subscribers, but also don't make the money, and or also don't want to. Because, for example, with YouTube, to earn directly, you need to monetize, so you earn through AdSense.
Yes.
And AdSense, it does not pay that well. If we are being very honest, you cannot live on AdSense alone unless, of course, you're having millions of views.
Big ads.
Yeah. So that's the only way. But how I got from one day being in my bedroom making eyebrow videos to the billboards, I just kept at it, and then the videos started getting more and more views. And as I started talking about brands, then more and more brands started contacting me like, hey, so we have this product, could you shout it out? And in the beginning, I was more than happy to do it for the free product. I was like, what?
Yeah.
You want to give me free lipsticks just to say I'm using them? Okay, cool.
No problem.
Yeah, and then it got to, okay, now we're going to pay you to talk about it.
Yeah.
But now when the payment started getting in, then now I also had to set boundaries, because I'm not just going to take money to talk about anything.
Even when you don't like it.
I set out the restrictions for I have to use your product first before you pay me to talk about it.
Yeah.
Right. So that you're authentic about what you're
I've seen a lot of YouTubers actually have an issue with that. Like the precursor to a video is always like, listen, I know this is a sponsored thing, but also I want you to get that I believe in the product.
Yeah.
Do you have, does that sort of like, does that impact carry with you? Do people ever come up to you and be like, I've used your product and you vouched for it and I don't agree with it, or something like that? Do people come up to you in real life?
That has not yet happened, but then, but also if we're talking realistically, a product that works for me might not always work for another person. And so I can talk about a product and it does not work for you, and maybe I'm not even being paid for that particular product. So it's not always because I'm being paid that it works. Sometimes it can work even without the
might
money.
not be correlated.
Yeah.
You're an engineering student as well.
Yes.
Obviously, and you're out here on TV making money, doing your thing. How do your parents feel about it?
Oh, I have the most supportive parents ever. I feel like the minute I upload a video, my mom logs in with all her accounts to like the video and leave a view. Yeah, my parents, they're awesome. They love it. I think also they're just happy that I stuck with one thing, because I did a lot growing up. So I think they're just like, finally something stuck.
Something
Good.
Did you ever feel like in one point in time in your life, like, this vlogging is not what I want to do? Like, have you ever read the negative comments and was like, this is not what I want to do? Have you ever had a breakdown?
Yeah, in the beginning of the year, this year actually.
Really?
Yeah. Joanna, you guys know Joanna, the makeup artist. She did a post on Instagram and she said, what makes you click out of a video? And Kenyans being Kenyans, it started with constructive criticism, which I'm very good at taking. And it spiraled into people just being negative and, you know, projecting their own issues on that post. And I got confused, like, for a long time, because in that one post you had one person saying they wanted longer videos, and at the same time another person saying they want shorter videos.
You talk too much.
Yeah, so at a time now it comes to when I'm editing and the video is 12 minutes and I'm like, okay, is this too long? Is this too short? So it got to a point where I was completely torn and I was like, I'm not even sure what to put out there that people would like. But also, I got out of the funk and I just realized that, you know what, at the end of the day, I started the channel because I was happy doing it. So I just need to put out there what makes me feel happy. And so right now where I'm at is that when you see content on my channel, just know it's something that I really, really liked and loved doing, and that's why I shared it.
You know, and you can't please everyone, unfortunately, especially when you're public. But also, because I feel like this is a question a lot of people have, because I've met YouTubers before who have unfortunately, well, fortunately or unfortunately, like dropped out of uni, for example. They said, this is taking over my life, this is what's gonna make me money anyways, why would I bother? How does your, you know, essentially your career impact you being in school?
Balance.
How do
Do
I really? Because I am drowning in deadlines and work stuff and content creation, and it's hard. Like, I'm not even going to lie and be like, oh no, it just, it
Have you
works.
ever thought about dropping out?
No, I haven't. Like I said, I have done so many things in life that I think this has to be the one thing that I go through and finish. Like I'm supposed to finish in December, so dropping out right now
Not
wouldn't
worth
really
it.
make much sense. Yeah, so I want it to be the one thing that I started and actually finished.
Yeah. Do you see yourself going through and being an engineer though?
No, it's currently like not even plan B, it's plan C.
Got it. Okay.
Why? Why did it change?
In the beginning, I actually really did. Like, I thought it would be the coolest thing. I mean, the knowing how to fix the cars and the machines. But then it got to a time where now I started enjoying content creation more. So it's not like I don't like it anymore. I just found something that I like more. Yeah.
So our question of the day is, how long can you go without social media? Like, have you ever, is there any time in your life where you've like told people, okay, I have to stop, like you've gone like a month without doing content? How long can you go without being on social media? That's the question.
Well, considering it's my job, not
Exactly.
so long.
Exactly.
Yesterday when Instagram was down, I was freaking out. I switched off my phone like 20 times.
All of us
Switched
did.
in the internet. Like I almost called Safaricom. I'm like, hey, what's the problem? So
Guys are buying 1,000 bundles, whatever.
So the only time when I've taken a break is on YouTube. So like usually during exam period, then I'll take like, let's say 4 weeks off.
Yeah.
So that's only on YouTube, but not on
How
Instagram.
responsible of you. I don't think I'd do it.
So what is a normal day like to you? Like, what's a normal day to you, Maxine? The person, the human being.
I wake up, I go to school. Actually,
Every day.
yeah, every single day. I actually got an assumption that I don't go to class and I pay someone to go to class on my behalf. And I'm like, no, I go to every single class. So class can sometimes run to like 6 p.m. So I'm pretty swamped. And I get back home, I'm doing assignments, I am responding to emails.
But so, like how? So if this is your day and you're running around and everything, how do you prevent like burnout? And how do you like even get inspired to create more content? Like, have you ever had writer's block?
Yeah, I have. I have had, and when I do, I just like take a break because there was a point when I had a creative block, and I just like forced myself to create content for the sake of remaining consistent, but I wasn't really happy with the content, so I had to take a step back. So these days I have this rule that I only upload, you know, when I'm inspired, when it's something that I like to do. So in as much as I'm really trying to stay consistent, I'm also realizing it's not a must to have that video if it's not like the quality that you want.
It's true.
Yeah.
And speaking of rules, I mean, plenty of people are trying to vlog, plenty of people are trying to be content creators and be good at it. You know, as far as you're concerned, what are the things which you feel for you to be successful, for you to get to the place you've gotten, those were the key things that got you there?
I think the one thing that really helped is that by the time I was starting YouTube, there were not many creators. Like it was Joy, Nancy, This Is Us, Kangai. Those were literally the only female Kenyan YouTubers that I knew of at the time. So I didn't have anyone who I could run to and be like, oh my God, how do you do it? They were also still, you know, in the process of really figuring it out. So I had to do my own research, figure out how to edit videos. I edit myself, I film myself. So all those things I had to figure out myself through research. Now with guys who are getting into YouTube right now, there is this, like people don't want to research. People want to come to you and they want you to tell them, this is how I do it, this is how I film, this is the camera I use, and then to go get the same camera, the same editing software. You don't know why I got that camera. Maybe I didn't have money and you have money to get a better camera. So I feel like go out there and do your research. Don't feel like someone else needs to come and like hold your hand through the entire process. We did our research. So now if you want to get into the field, go out there, like look for software that works for you.
So pretty much like anything, it takes discipline and research to be good at something.
Yeah.
Man, disappointment of the dang century, right?
Discipline. Like, please, I don't think people actually we uplift discipline the way it should be uplifted. It's no joke that you are posting the same time every day or doing a video every week. It's not a joke. How do you even stay that consistent?
Yeah.
You plan ahead, especially now that I have school. So I have content planned out so far. So like next week's video is already ready. So it needs to go out that far if you want to remain consistent.
True.
Yeah.
No, actually, that's a really good one, because I feel like, you know, when you are like, oh, let me do a video right now because I'm inspired, and really you need to post it in an hour's time.
It's not consistent.
It's not consistent. There are so many girls who are looking up to you because you've been able to balance school, you've been able to balance your vlogging. For you as a female, what do you think you'd tell somebody who's in the social media age, trying to navigate their way through?
Number one, you do not have to be naked on the internet for you to gain. There's no correlation.
It's not a must.
It's not a must. I mean, if it's what you like, then you can go ahead and do it, but you don't have to do it. And also there is this this thing that do not be too successful so that you cannot intimidate a man.
We talk about it all the time.
So you go for it. Yeah, they'll figure it out. The right one will come on time. Yeah.
Speaking of man,
Is the right one missing? You walked into that.
into that one. Come on.
Any special someone you want to shout out?
Who's not intimidated?
There is someone, but he shan't be shouted out.
But he
We'll
knows
respect that.
himself. That's amazing. And let me tell you, considering where social media is going right now and where YouTubers are taking it, you are one of the people who are gonna say that you paved the way for people to do better and to make money doing this.
Absolutely.
And I absolutely love it.
And we're incredibly proud of that. Because you know, at the end of the day, who doesn't want to see a fellow woman win, right?
Yeah.
But speaking of winning, as you all, well, as they know, I'm quite competitive, and it's officially time for game time.
We're on top. Hey, ladies, we're on top. Hey, we're on top.
What this game is you'll be fine. Everyone will be gonna be fine. So what's gonna happen is, for example, you and I are teamed up, and if you wouldn't mind, one of us is going to be blindfolded and attempt to like throw these balls into the bin that I will be holding.
And she can't move.
Yes,
the bin
and I
towards it.
cannot attempt to catch them in any way. So I'm just gonna be stationary, and you're going to see if you can, I don't know, use your spider sense to see if you can land it into the bucket.
Okay.
All right.
Basically, you're going to be blindfolded.
Yes.
Okay.
So shall we?
Right.
So the reason I asked for you to be blindfolded is it's challenging over the glasses. So please stand here so we don't have to walk you blindfolded.
Okay.
All right. Make sure this is going over your eyes. Imagine if I hurt this sweet little angel.
I know.
Oh my God. I feel like you probably get that a lot though.
Yeah.
People say, you're so small, you're so cute. And you're like, I'm an adult. I'm actually a full-grown woman.
Okay.
So give me your hand. These are what you're gonna be throwing. I conveniently blindfolded you before I picked up the pin. Okay, I'm gonna get a good spot. All right, so when you're ready,
Okay.
I'm here. Lydia, count me down 15 seconds.
And there's a bell. Okay, yeah, 15 seconds. Go ahead.
So go ahead when you're ready. 15. Yes, girl.
Okay.
mine's
Did you move?
No, I didn't move. Ah, you got this. You got this. There you go.
Definitely
There you go.
moving it.
I'm not moving it. I'm not. Okay, time out.
Ding, ding,
Okay.
ding, ding.
Okay, but that was impressive. You can remove your wrap. You can remove your wrap.
Okay.
And I was not moving.
Definitely
Except when I was told to
definitely
move by my
did you get?
producer.
How many did you
She
get?
got 3.
Okay.
So not only is she brains and vlogging, but I think there's athleticism
One of your
there.
apples, like,
That one is a
And you
lie.
were hitting them hard. One of your flying everywhere.
They were flying.
okay, Lydia, are you blindfolded?
Here we are wasting
All right, I'll
our
be
delicious looking apples.
Blindfolded, girl. You better. Those long eyelashes. Okay. Okay.
All right, so
Here's the apple.
Now
and
me-
also, guys,
don't do what I did. You have to stand
I'm
a little
standing-
further back. But you know,
I'm standing right in front of
you.
you,
I'm far from her.
Lydia, right
Okay.
in front of you. Okay?
Naomi, move a little bit, like one more half step. There you go.
Okay. Go, Lydia.
I'm trying to even.
Oh, I can't move. Come on, Lydia. I don't know. Come on, Lydia. Further. A little. Come on, Lydia. Now
Follow the sound, girl. Follow the sound.
Go. Ow. You keep hitting me with them. Oh my. Go, Lydia. Go. We're winning.
Oh my God, I hate you guys so
We're winning.
Okay, time out. Time out. Go ahead.
It's because my big. You kept hitting me in the chest. The thing is, I could feel.
Okay, how many? Oh my God, they have so many.
I mean, well,
What?
Okay.
I would like to say that there is a serious disparity in height, and I think that that is an advantage.
Go, Lydia. Did that.
It's fine.
It was so funny knowing that I'm hitting
Like,
her and I'm
I like how
hitting
you enjoyed that.
I did. But everyone is always a winner on this table. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And she is honestly just as lovely as you assume that she's gonna be. We appreciate you so much for being here. This is Let's Talk. And our hashtag is Ebru Let's Talk, and the SMS one is 40920. I do believe we have some feedback.
We have a little feedback from Mercy Karanja. Honestly, I would last like 5 seconds without social media. From Collins Osieng, WhatsApp down, Instagram down, Facebook down, Twitter always comes to the rescue.
Absolutely. And we don't want you to go without us. You know, sometimes you've got to do your social media detox, but make sure you do not detox on us. Tomorrow, same time at 6 p.m., we will see you to start the weekend. My name is Lydia KM. That's at Lydia KM on all social media handles.
My name is Dana DeGrazia. That's at Hustle Goddess on Instagram and Twitter.
My name is Naomi Wamboy, WAMBOE, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and the lovely
Maxine Wabosha, Maxine across all socials.
Have a good
Yes.